Hi, my name is Doug, and I wanted to make a video on how to use an axe to cut a large timber that's on the ground. And some background here. So there was this fallen tree that you can see was coming across right here, across this trail I'm making in the woods. So it was kind of in the way, like at head height. So I first chopped it here with an axe, and then the whole thing like kind of swung down to this point, and then I had to chop it again right over here, and then again it collapsed, and it kind of left it right here. So this is an old log with a lot of water. It's very waterlogged. Just the outer layer. You'll see short, like it might look a little dead and rotted, but you'll see shortly it's solid wood in the middle. I think it's poplar based on just the smell of it. So this thing is too big to, well, I could move it, of course, but I want to kind of imagine that it's too big to move. So what do we do? Like, well, you have to break it up into smaller pieces. And of course you could use a chainsaw, but I like using an axe just for the workout. So I thought I would show you how to do that. So first I have I think this is a 4.5 pound axe. It's a Helko Work. I'll put the link in the description. Made out of Germany. Germany always has good steel, so like good knives and axes, so you can't go wrong there. And this is a little hatchet in case I need it towards the end. From Gransfors Bruks. I think they're in Sweden. Again, can't go wrong. Swedish axe. So let's see. Take the covers off these things. I don't think I'll need that for now. Okay, so here we go. Well, first step I should say, when you're doing anything manly outside, you gotta pop your shirt off. So yeah, just look around, flex with the axe a little bit. Yeah, nah, I'm just kidding. But so what we're gonna do today, we're just gonna try to, pick out roughly the middle of the log here. And the key to this technique I'm about to show you, which is exclusive, nobody does this, I've never seen anyone do it, is just switching sides. It's constant switching sides, so keeping balance. It's not necessarily about blasting through the log as fast as you can. It's about doing it in a healthy way, a safe way, and caution first, always. I have bare feet, but it doesn't matter because the technique is safe by itself. It promotes safety. So I'm just going to start off real slow, just to walk you through the technique. And so first, you get into like kind of if you're familiar with yoga or anything, get into like a warrior pose, where your back foot is like, your heel is really grounded, and your front foot is, your front leg is bent at the knee. And you just come down, and you can see the outer part is really rotted here, so I'm barely touching it. It's coming off, but don't worry, it's going to get harder. So come down, the axe gets stuck, you pry it out, you flip it around, you switch stance. So same stance, you're just switched around. Yeah, again, I think if you Google the yoga video, like warrior pose, I think that would be really helpful. So that's what you're striving for. So yeah, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Whoop. Now see what just happened there. The axe glanced off and flew, right? So that would be a problem if you had a bad stance. So let's say I was like just squaring up to the log like this, and I went like this and the axe glanced off. Well, here you can see my leg is more in the way of the axe blade in case there's an accident. If you're taking a sideways warrior stance, that's pretty much impossible to happen. I mean, you gotta watch out for people and stuff around you, but you're pretty safe. So we'll keep on going here. We'll start speeding it up a bit. Now you can see pieces flying off, and normally you would wear safety goggles for this, but I like to try to imagine, like, what if I was living 200 years ago, or what if I was in a survival situation? You wouldn't necessarily have safety goggles. So again, this is rotted wood and we're not getting into it yet. But as these sharp chunks of wood start flying off, what do? Well, so what I like to do is just look away. So every time you hit it, look away. And you'll probably see me making that mistake. I mean, I'm making the video, so it's kind of distracting. But when you're doing this on your own, just be disciplined and remember, always look away. You kind of want to look because you want to see, like, the damage you're doing. You want to see how badass you're blasting through this log, but it's not worth your eye getting poked out. I should say, even if you have safety goggles, I would recommend getting into that practice, because I've cracked the safety goggle too. It was a rock, but still, the point stands. See, I'm already messing up. I'm looking at it. Now, I'm getting into trying to catch my breath. Again, it's hard making the video, not in the moment here, but with your breathing, you want to be blowing out, like, as the axe is coming down. Then as you're switching stances, you want to relax your body as much as possible. You're gonna have to attack it from the other side a little bit. Whew. I'm going to go at it with the hatchet a little bit. Hatchet also, switch hands. As you get towards the end, one detail I forgot to mention, if you can, you don't want the log laying flat. Because as you get towards the end, you want to be able to test, like, is it almost ready to break? Because you don't want your axe to blast through the log and then hit a rock and ding the edge or anything. So, looks like we're not there yet. There. Not yet. This is Nola. She knows to look away. All right, it's done. Eat. can feel the log start to vibrate a bit when I'm hitting it. Is that rain? Ah, jeez. At this point, it's almost ready. There we go. All right. Now, let's get these off the pathway. See, now this is, before it was too heavy to lift like this, but now, easy enough. That's it. So, good workout. You know, you can do it with a chainsaw, but you're not getting the workout, and it's loud and noisy, more dangerous. To close out, I have to catch my breath. But I was watching Karate Kid with my sons the other day. And you know, last time I watched it I was like 10 years old. I didn't really care for the movie, but it has a lot of good lessons in it. And one of the things that drives home, left hand, right hand. There's like 20 minutes of Mr. Miyagi's telling them switch hands, left hand, right hand. It's like all connected. So just remember to, whatever you're doing outside, yard work, even if it's simple as raking or sweeping, just try to always keep that in your head. Switch sides and go with the breath. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you next time.